Hey everyone, Zankus here, and it is the week before the Dominaria release, official release day. I know a lot of people got their boxes during this weekend, pre-release weekend, but the official release is next week. So I figured we would open up 6 packs a day until release day. So we'll have some fun opening these. But before we get into that, remember, as always, subscribe, like, and comment, and hit that bell button so you can get a notification whenever I upload. So, getting that out of the way, now that you guys are all subscribers, let's open some Dominaria. Start with Karn this time. First pack, first Karn pulled on the channel. We'll do that. All right. So, how was your guys' pre-release weekend so far? Still got today. If you're gonna play today, if you played yesterday, maybe midnight on Friday. But, let me know. Let me know how it's going. Myself, I was not able to get to a pre-release this weekend. Busy, very busy. But let's get to it. Knight of New Benelia, Deep Freeze, Skirk Prospector, Diavent Trapper, okay, Mammoth Spider, Feral Abomination. I'm just going to go through the commons with this first pack, and then we'll skip to the uncommons on the next packs. We got a Mesa Unicorn. Guess the Mesa Pegasus lost his wings and grew a horn. Alright. Divination. Short Sword. Blessed Light. And our first uncommon is Skizik. For 4, kicker 1, you get a 5/3 trample haste at the beginning of the end step. If Skizik wasn't kicked, sacrifice it. Sage of Latnam. It's a 1 and a blue for a 1/2 wizard. Human artificer. Tap it, sacrifice an artifact, draw a card. Alright. And this might be our rare. Yo, there we go. A Gilded Lotus. I wanted to pull this because I never got to pull a Lotus. So now I could say I pulled a Lotus out of a pack. So for 5, it's an artifact, and tap, add 3 mana to of any one color. And it's no more to your mana pool. I got rid of that. Alright, and our legendary card is Slimefoot Stowaway. For 1, a black and a green, you get a legendary fungus. 2/3, whenever a sapling you control dies, Slimefoot the Stowaway deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. And then for 4, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Very cool. A forest and a sapling. Alright, so first pack, I get to say I opened a Lotus. Very cool. Alright, so we'll just go through these commons real quick. I'm not going to read them out. Alright. Skizik again. We got a Howling Golem. It's 3 Golem artifact creature. Whenever Howling Golem attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. And a Black Blade Reforged. It's a legendary artifact equipment for 2. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Equip legendary creature for 3 and equipped for 7. So you're going to want to put that on a legendary creature. And we got a Slin Voda the Rising Deep. For 7, you get a 8/8 kicker 2. When Slim Voda the Rising enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return all creatures to their owner's hands except for merfolk, krakens, leviathans, octopuses, and serpents. Thought the plural for octopus was octopi, but alright. Whatever. Island. Pretty cool looking island. It's like underwater. Underwater island, looks like. Alright. And a a sapling token. Another sapling. So it's 2 for 2 with the saplings. Open up the Ballard pack right now. Maybe we'll get a Planeswalker with these first 6 packs. Oh, there's a Blessed Light, Land War Elves, Thallid Omnivore, Skittering Surveyor, Academy Drake, Seismic Shift, and first uncommon here is an Untamed Kavu. It's 2/2 for 2, but kicker 3, Vigilance, Trample. If Untamed Kavu was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. So it's 5/5 for 5 if it was kicked with Vigilance and Trample. Not bad. Sanctum Spirit. That art looks pretty cool. It's a 3 and 1 white. You get a 3/2 Spirit Lifelink. Discard a historic card. Sanctum Spirit gains indestructible until end of turn. And we have a Sylvan Awakening. For 3, you get Sorcery Spell. Until your next turn, all lands you control become 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. They're still lands. Very cool. And Danitha Capashen Paragon. For 2 and a white, you get a 2/2 First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, and aura and equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Could just said cost 1 less, but alright. And Swamp and a Knight. That's a pretty cool card. I think it would go into maybe a Humans deck, something like that, or Aura deck. With a Knight token. Alright, 3 more packs. Oh, this pack is being difficult. Alright. I'll go a little quicker this time. We've got a Knight of Grace. It's a 1 and a white for a 2/2 Human Knight with First Strike, Hexproof from black. And a Knight of Grace gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a black permanent. Alright, not a bad sideboard card for humans. Curator's Ward, 2 and a blue. Enchantment Aura, Enchanted Permanent has Hexproof. When Enchanted Permanent leaves the battlefield, if it was historic, draw 2 cards. Not bad. And we got a mythic, a pretty good mythic, History of Benalia. For 1 and 2 white, first, I guess, first saga counter, create a 2/2 white Knight creature token with Vigilance. The second one, you get the same. And the third, Knights you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. And I'll put this over here. All right. I think that's one of the top 3 mythics. I think it's Karn, Mox, and then that one. Ugoros, the empty one. 4 and 2 black, flying. Whenever Ugoros, the empty one, deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card at random. If that player can't, you draw a card. Very cool. Forest and a Sapperling. Amaranthine Wall. It's a 4-cost artifact creature wall, 0/6, defender. Pay 2, the wall gains indestructible until end of turn. Oh, that could be annoying. Zalfarin Void. When Zalfarin Void enters the battlefield, scry 1 and add colors to your... Just add colors, period. Gaia's Blessing. Our legendary in this pack is the rare or mythic. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Draw a card. When Gaia's Blessing is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. And Thorgar, Famine Incarnate. For 6 and 2 black, you get a 7/6. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature sacrificed this way. When Togar Famine Incarnate enters the battlefield, up to one target player's life total becomes half their starting life total, rounded down. Very cool. So the way I read this, it's half their starting. So if you're playing a regular game, 20, so your life total becomes 10. If it's 40, if you're a commander, it becomes 20. If I'm reading that right, let me know if I'm not reading that right. It becomes half their starting life total. I don't know. All right, because it says rounded down, but I mean, what formats have an odd number starting? I'm not sure. All right, if you know, let me know in the comments. Let's clear that up. Okay, next and last pack for today. All right, first uncommon is In Bolus's Clutches. 4 and 2 blue, enchant permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent is legendary. Not bad. Dalid Soothsayer. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card. It's a 2/3 for 4. And Tempest Djinn. For 3 blue, you get a flying Djinn. It's Tempest Djinn gets +1/+0 for each basic island you control. So if you put him out with 3 islands, he's at least a 3/4. All right. And we have Wrath Capashen Ship's Mage. For 2 white and blue, you get a 3/3 human wizard, flash, flying. You may cast historic spells as though they had flash. That's pretty cool. That could be useful. Oh, he is uncommon. Planes. And the demon token. I love this art. It's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. Out of this one, our big hit is the History of Dominaria and the Gilded Lotus. Very happy about pulling that. So stay tuned tomorrow and check out the next 6 packs. And as always, may your packs be spicy.